There once was a time when all the rivers in the world were one river. All the mountains in the world were one mountain. All the deserts in the world were one desert. The entire world was one giant kingdom ruled by one giant king. You will all be kings but my daughter Sand in marriage, and the rulership of our kingdom will go to the one among you who brings me the water from the farthest river, the sand from the biggest desert, and a stone from the tallest mountain. And this giant king had many, many sons, but only one daughter. And the king loved his daughter more than anything in the world, more than his kingdom, more than his life. One day, the king called his sons and said, "My sons, I want to divide my kingdom among you." In fact, they had all stayed in the kingdom. She went to the window and shouted, "Whoever has gone the farthest away, come here." And lo and behold, there stood a young man holding a coconut in his hand. The sons were furious. "Why are you giving our birthright to a woman? We don't accept this." But the king was adamant. So the princes left the kingdom, each taking a different direction, determined to find the tallest mountain, the biggest desert, and the farthest river. And the young man said, "Thank you, princess, but I can't stay. I have to go now." And with that, he disappeared. She loved her father and knew that he would do anything for her. So the king said, "I will keep you in my heart as long as I live." They gave it to their father and asked for their sister's hand in marriage, but the king wasn't pleased. He took the ring from the princess's pocket and gave it to the first prince and said, "You said you brought water from the farthest river, but this ring is from the river in our kingdom. I know you didn't go far." Then he took the sand and the stone and gave them to the second and third princes and said the same thing to them. "Till then, take this ring and don't give it to anyone." And the princess kept the ring in her pocket. So she decided to go to him and tell him that she didn't want to get married. They would do anything to get their sister's hand in marriage. But meanwhile, the princess was sad. She didn't want to marry any of her brothers. When the king heard this, he wasn't angry. He understood that a father's love for his daughter is greater than a daughter's love for her husband. After some time, the princes came back with what they wanted.
Ow.
All the princes were ashamed. They had only pretended to go far, but they hadn't really done so. Then the king turned to his daughter and asked her to give the ring to the one who truly deserved it. The princess understood what her father meant. The princess gave him the ring and said, "You may have gone the farthest, but you must also be very tired. Rest here for a bit." And that is how the princess's father, the mighty king, came to be known as the Coconut King.